Now, sitting here at the end of 2025, I can confidently say that I feel like a completely new person, and I've seen the most transformation in myself this year alone. And I'm going to share that with you because I also want you to have the tools and resources to really start changing within so that you can ultimately create the life that you want. With 2025 coming to an end, I thought now would be a perfect time to reflect on 2025 and share with you all the things that I did to change my life that really started to transform who I was on the inside and has allowed me to start creating my real dream life. Because everything that we have, everything that our outer reality reflects back to us, is a reflection of what's within. I really struggled with taking action. And I think a lot of the reason why that was because I didn't really have the belief in myself. I didn't really see myself as someone that could have the things that I desired. And this year, 2025, has been a transformative year in terms of that, where I've started healing myself. I've started really becoming aware of my thoughts and my beliefs, and I've changed them to help me move forward and get closer to my ultimate dream life. I think this is something that a lot of us struggle with. We all have these desires. We all have this dream life that we imagine for ourselves, and yet we stay stuck. For some reason, we can't get ourselves to do the things we know we need to do to get closer to that ultimate life that we want. And like I mentioned, the reason why we struggle with actually taking action towards the life that we want is because we're not the person that we need to be to have those things, to have those desires, and to have that life. We have to first change ourselves before we can actually change what's around us. The first thing I want to share with you that I did in 2025 was I started therapy. Now, this was the biggest thing I did for myself in terms of transforming my life and who I am now. I've known for a long time, probably since my early 20s, maybe earlier, that there were things from my childhood or things that came up throughout my life in general that were causing me to be stuck or holding me back from being the person that I know I can be and living the life that I desire and that I really want. And so I pushed it off for so long because I was so scared of being vulnerable and opening up to someone and revisiting old wounds and going to the past. It's the thing that I'm the most grateful for that I did this year because it has completely allowed me to start trusting myself again, trusting my intuition, eliminating the self-doubt that I had, and helped me work through things like perfectionism and all these patterns and beliefs that developed over my life. I've been able to start healing from, and in turn, I've been able to take action and start doing things like start a YouTube channel and create a Discord community and start offering services around this sort of stuff related to things that I'm passionate about. The old me before 2025 started could not even have imagined myself doing these things. I truly thought that I just was the kind of person that was never going to be the lead of their own life, I guess, that I was always a supporting role. And don't get me wrong, I love being a support and I know I'm really good at it. But to see my life change the way that it has, I really, really give a lot of credit to going to therapy because now I know that I am capable of these things. And I promise you, if you have experienced the same things where you feel stuck in your life and maybe you're aware of things that are holding you back, but you can't seem to break through and break past them, therapy is a great place to start. If you can find a therapist that you really trust, that you really connect with, do it, go forward with it. I book monthly meetings with my therapist. Even if there's not stuff that comes up between meetings, I still meet with her and check in, and it's just an amazing way to bounce ideas off of someone and just kind of vent anything in your life or anything that comes up and have someone guide you and give you the reassurance and the help that you need to move forward in your life and to start healing. So that's number one for me. Therapy, life-changing, absolutely life-changing, and I'm so grateful for it. Another thing I did this year was I took a leap and left my 6-figure corporate job to go travel. Now, I didn't realize this so much in the moment, but I was honestly chronically stressed working at this job. And it's not the job specifically, I think it's the role Public accounting is very stressful. I don't know many people in public accounting that aren't constantly stressed out. And so leaving to go travel ended up being such a blessing in disguise because it allowed me to leave that environment and see what life was like outside of that. Now, if you're someone that, maybe is chronically stressed at your job or feel like you don't have energy when you come back from work, that was me. And I wish I did this sooner, to be honest. But I'm glad that I did it when I did. It was meant to happen the way it was. But yeah, take a chance, take a leap, look for some other job in an area maybe that would be less stressful for you. And if it means taking a pay cut, I would do it because money doesn't bring you happiness. And that is also another lesson I learned by doing this. Yeah, take a chance on yourself. Look for a job that you feel is maybe a better fit for you and your lifestyle and what you're looking for in your life, because working 5 days a week, maybe more, somewhere that is causing you problems in not only your work life but in your personal life, like chronic stress, for example, isn't the way to a better life and a better you. This next one is I tried something new. So starting YouTube. That was huge for me. I was always afraid of being judged by others because I was judging myself so hard. And I was always afraid of being seen because I was afraid of maybe backlash or being hurt by words or opinions of other people that were on the internet. I'm so grateful that I did this because it helped me break through a lot of that. Therapy gave me the foundation I needed, and then actually going and doing it showed me that I can do it. Being courageous, being vulnerable, starting YouTube was the best thing that I did because it's helped me break through so much of the old parts of me that were holding me back from doing new and exciting things in life. And on top of that, so I started YouTube, and then now I've started a free Discord community. And on top of that, I started offering paid services, things that I never thought I could do. And I'm just so grateful for it because it's bringing me closer and closer to the life that I want. It's allowing me to spend time doing things that I actually want to do. And it just feels amazing. This one's another big one. Something that I always knew was really good to do was reading. And I struggled a lot in the past with wanting to read and spend time doing it. I feel like I would say I wanted to read, but then I would just go and get distracted and spend time on YouTube or something. I've made reading a priority in my life, and now it's a habit, and it is my favorite thing. I read books on everything: healing, self-love, money mindset, growth mindset, quantum physics, how to transform your reality, all these different topics. And I've learned so much this year because of reading. And I've also healed a lot because of reading. It's unbelievable. So take it from me, someone who struggled to read. If you just push through that initial habit you have of, wanting to distract yourself with YouTube or Netflix, the instant gratification, if you push through that, find books that you actually enjoy reading also, and it will become so easy and it will become your new favorite thing. It's awesome. Another one, this year I started journaling a lot more. I heard for years how good it was to get your thoughts out onto paper, or just get whatever is in your mind out, however you can, speaking, writing, whatever. And so I built the habit of journaling, and I would just write whatever was on my mind. And I still do that. I just write whatever is in my head, and it is amazing how freeing it is, how it helps you process things, how it helps you make decisions in your life. It's so therapeutic. It's amazing, and something I'm really grateful that I started doing this year. This next one, meditating. I think it's still something that I don't necessarily do consistently, but it is something that I rely on to help me get through moments when I need calm, when I need clarity. I look up meditation music on YouTube, or even a 10-minute guided meditation, for example, and I just sit there in the calm space by myself, and it's amazing what it can do. You come out of it so clear-headed, so calm, and you just are able to move forward in your life with so much more clarity. And I think that's something that is really hard to get nowadays because we're so used to filling our minds with TV and what's on the internet and just keeping ourselves busy. But meditating If you ever feel overloaded, if you ever feel like you don't have the clarity you need in your life, do it. Even for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it's amazing. This last one is stuff that I started years ago, but want to share now because it has really changed my life a lot. So I stopped drinking alcohol and I pretty much quit social media aside from YouTube. So I got rid of Instagram. I never really used any other platforms, but Instagram was the main one, and it was so draining, and I just found it wasn't adding to my life. It was taking away. I would get bothered by seeing certain things on there, and I was just seeing stuff that I didn't want to see. Even though I could pick who I followed, it would show me stuff from people I didn't follow, and it just wasn't a good environment. So I got off of that, stopped doom scrolling, and that helped a lot with maintaining my energy. So I had more energy for other things. It was one less distraction, so I could do other things like spend my time reading, for example, or journaling. The no alcohol that I touched on briefly, that has just completely made life so much better. I never wake up hungover. I don't get mood swings or emotional like days after drinking, and I don't get anxiety or depressed. And when I was drinking, a lot of those mood swings had to do with drinking because I wasn't sleeping properly on the weekends when I was drinking, and alcohol is poison for our body. So health-wise, it just isn't a good fit. So that helped me get a lot of clarity in my life too. I feel like I have like a superpower compared to the person I was when I was drinking even just a couple times a month on weekends. It just gave me the mental clarity that I needed. And honestly, that was kind of the start of when I started really changing things in my life. And I think it was holding me back a lot, even though I never drank often. You're taking yourself out of flow every time you do drink, and it takes you days to process alcohol, and the effects of it on your mind just aren't good, or on your body. And so that is one thing that I am so grateful that I've let go of as well. Now, I hope you enjoyed this style of video. I really just wanted to recap 2025, talk about the things that I implemented in my life that really, really changed things for me this year, that have transformed my inner world, that have brought me more peace, more joy. I enjoy life so much more now. I feel the best I ever have. I'm living the life that I've always wanted. And I've said this before in many videos, but if you are not okay mentally, if you have mental blocks, if there's unresolved trauma that you're carrying, if your mood is unregulated, your nervous system is unregulated, then it's going to be really hard to live the life that you've always wanted and to get those desired outcomes that you've always wanted. Your outer reality is truly a reflection of what's within, and you have to start changing what's within before your outer reality will reflect it back to you. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you implement at least one of these things from this video and let me know how it transformed your life when you do. I'd love to hear about it. You can either comment on this video later on when you have put things in place, or join my free Discord community and share it with me in there. I would love to connect with you and start sharing these wins and these things that we do in our lives to change, because then we can help each other get better. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.